Okay guys, welcome to SkipFusion AERO. So SkipFusion AERO is a combination of traditional and modern aerobic moves. Great fat burner, good cardio workout. Before we get started, I'm going to hand you over to Michelle, who's going to warm us up, and then we'll get going.
Hi everybody, right, I'm going to warm up. So if we can just start by doing a simple knees to elbows, which is just that. You can walk it through like this, or by all means take it up to a higher level. So important, we need to warm our bodies through for the exercise class that we're about to do to prevent any injury. So it's really important. Make sure you've got your water handy. We've got ours next to us. So if you need a sip of drink, help yourself. Okay, a couple more seconds of this one. We're going to go on to mountain climbers. Okay, so if you just start by bringing up your knees and then bring the arms in. So warm your arms through as well. Every inch of us is going to be working, so you can make sure it's warm. If you want to just take it down, then you can. You don't need to go too crazy, it is just a warm up. We take the arms out, just step it through. Just tailor it to your level. We'll always give you options, easier options, or harder options. Okay, if we could take our ropes, just place it down in front of you. And all we're going to do is jump over it, forward and backwards. Use your arms. Now, some of you may have noticed this is a skip trick. We've just taken out the rope. So if you want to, So if you want to pick up the rope, by all means. Do you want to pick up the rope?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you refer to the website, obviously all the tricks are on there, and you would have noticed that this is a bell hop. So you can either carry on with me, or you can pick up the rope and use the rope. Or, if it's too much, just step. Just warming up, so don't go too crazy. Okay, a few more seconds, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, done.
Right, so SkipFusion AERO, guys. Michelle, let's just take it to a jog, just jog on the spot. I love SkipFusion AERO because you can do it anywhere. All of the different SkipFusion brands you can do from a small space, you can do it at a gym, you can do it in the garden, you can do it anywhere. But this in particular, you can do from your living room, okay? So small space. Just circle your arms forwards. Just warm up the upper body. And then switch your arms to backwards. Big circular movements. Keeping your legs going at the same time. Alternate, do one forward, one backwards. Bit of fancy showing off moves here. Bit of coordination. And then switch it the other way for me. Okay, so opposite hand, you're allowed to bend your legs, opposite toe. So as Michelle said, warm-up's important. Obviously prevention of injury, prepares your body for what we're about to do. So let's start with SkipFusion AERO, then perhaps SkipFusion hip for sure. So just nice and steady. Remember when you stand up, exhale. So a lot of the skills here in terms of what we do with the skipping rope, you can actually do without skipping rope. And that's the whole point. So you can just pick up or go into SkipFusion at the level that you're at, not just in terms of skill level, but also in terms of fitness level, because you can dip in and out of it. So don't get put off by the fact that we're obviously at a high level ourselves. We've been doing it for a long time. It's just to show you what you can be like. Just jog on the spot for me. Just take it to a heel strike. So yeah, don't get put off by myself or Michelle. We do make a lot of mistakes. It's like anything. When you're watching us, you might think, well, you know, they're good. Well, we should be. We've been doing it for a long time. But like anything, you've got to practice, and you'll get here very, very quickly. All the tutorials will teach you. You guys have just got to put in the hard work too. And it's fun, distracts you, which is great, that's what it's all about. So you're just striking your heel down, pointing your toe towards the ceiling.
Or we could take out the bounce.
Or you can take out the bounce if you still need a little bit of time to warm up. We do all warm up at different rates. Just a few more seconds of this one. So we'll actually do this one later on in the class. So Michelle, if you pick up your rope, both going to go into double bounce. So this is really the start of SkipFusion AERO, starting with the most simplest of skill tricks, known as the double bounce. So it doesn't really matter what type of skipping rope you use throughout any of the SkipFusion subgroups. Michelle's using a plastic PVC rope. I am actually using a speed rope. It doesn't really matter. You can even make your own rope if you want to. So just nice and steady, little double bounce. Okay, so if you put your rope down for me. Okay, so when you're ready, take it back to your heel toe. Introduce your shoulder press at the same time. So we're starting to warm up the upper body. So how far have I moved so far? 2 steps. So if you say to me, can you do SkipFusion at home? Absolutely. And guess what? How much equipment do you need? Nothing. Maybe just a skipping rope. With the arms, let's switch it to a side raise. You can do one at a time if you want to.
We'll bring it down.
Switch it to a front and a side. Okay, so if you pick up your skipping rope, I'm going to do double bounce. Michelle, if you do a single bounce for me. So we're going to showcase a lot of skills in this masterclass. There's over 45 to learn. I'm only showing you a few at the moment just to give you a flavour of SkipFusion AERO. So we're starting with the more simple skills, and progressively we add a little bit of coordination. But it's like anything looks tricky if you've never done it before. But with a bit of practice, you'll be just like Michelle. When I first started skipping with Michelle, well, in fact, Michelle, you can say, can't you? What were you like when you first started to skip?
I was like that, really.
You just go wrong all the
very
time.
simple double bounce. I used to go wrong.
So if you put your rope down, keep talking, Michelle, just take it to an opposite elbow, opposite knee. You can put your rope down for me as well.
So yeah, I was just doing a double bounce really, but...
If you want to, you can take it up a bit. Sorry, Michelle, carry on. You used to get incredibly frustrated, didn't you?
I wanted to do it for longer, and it's not the sort of skip that I can maintain for a long time. I used to get cramp, my calves here and my feet, so it's building up those muscles as well. And now my endurance skip is a boxer skip, so I can continuously do that for up to about half hour. So yeah, I have adapted and I've improved. And all the skills as well. We went on a holiday and we practiced and practiced these for a week. By the end of that, I got most of them down. So just practice, all it is.
So Michelle, can you take it to a jumping jack on the rope?
Yep.
I'm going to demonstrate without the rope. So notice how I'm using the double bounce as a basic principle, basic foundation. You've got the option of doing a single bounce, which Michelle's showcasing now. So SkipFusion AERO, any skipping exercise in comparison to running is far less impact. So from an injury prevention perspective, it's a good alternative form of exercise. Great for prevention of osteoporosis, so great for the ladies. Just 8 more seconds on this one, Michelle. Okay, so switch it to an alternate knee, just bringing the knee to the center. If you can showcase a lower impact option for me as well. So you notice that when we're jumping, you shouldn't be losing control of your torso. You've got to suck in your core, bring the shoulders back. You're looking for 90 degrees in terms of how far you bring the knee up for me. So we've got just over 10 seconds to go now. Should be nice and toasty, yeah?
Yep.
So it's more of a slow burner, SkipFusion AERO. So ski jumps, oh, knee tripped. Michelle, do it without the rope for me. Just show it side to side, jumping over the rope.
Oh.
That's it, a bit like a bell hop, but side to side. And I'll showcase the harder option, so side to side.
Or
just 10 more seconds. Okay, so rope down, let's take it to the wobbler for me. So just, I'm gonna do the low impact. Michelle, if you wanna take it up a bit. So see how I'm able to alter the pace, but the point is I've not stopped. That way I'm still burning fat, still working, still moving. Obviously, if you still feel good, you want a harder workout, you've got the harder option there. Hands are out in front. Breathing all the time. Starting to sweat. Must be doing something right, hey. So we've got just over 20 seconds to go, Michelle. A lot of people, when they're exercising, you ever notice they hold their breath? Got to keep breathing all the time. Muscles need oxygen. So I'm going to take it to a spotty dog. Like so. Michelle, can you do scissors for me on the rope? It's the same movement, it's just got a different name. Depending on where you're watching this, you might even have a different name to what we're doing here. So it's there. You could make it more impact. So do you see what I mean? Whether you do it with or without the rope, you can still have a workout. So there's no excuse for not having space. I'm just going to take down the impact. Just 10 more seconds to go.
Let's look it up for last 10.
Okay, so jog on the spot for me. Just take it to a hamstring curl. Notice how I flick my heel towards my bottom. Now if you look at my supporting knee, it doesn't lock. Michelle, take it up for me in terms of intensity. I'm going to keep it low key. You can introduce your arms if you want to. Do any movement with your arms, doesn't matter. Obviously if you're moving your arms, you're going to burn more calories. I'm just going to keep it low for now. Just giving you a little flavour of what SkipFusion AERO is all about. So we've got about 10 seconds to go. Okay, so if you do bell hop, we showed this at the beginning without the rope. So I'm going to do double bounce with the bell hop, you do single bounce for me please, Michelle. So it's similar to the ski, but if you remember ski side to side, this is forwards and back. Not cold now, is it, Michelle?
No, not cold now, warmed up. This warehouse is absolutely freezing. No heating at all.
Okay, skip and rope down for me. This time if you turn your foot inwards, like so. So it touches the inside of your foot or the sole of your foot. So there's nothing stopping you from doing shorter sessions. Because this is a master class, we just wanted to showcase to you what a 45-minute class would look like. There's nothing stopping you from doing it in blocks of 10 or even blocks of 20. We do this type of training with our daughter. She's 8 and she's good at skipping, isn't she?
Yeah.
A little SkipFusion baby.
Yeah.
Good, so if you pick up your rope, let's do alternate knee this time. So in fact, I'm going to do it without the rope. So just, so the key is make sure the knee is at 90 degrees. So that's how you do it without the rope, guys, okay? At the moment, Michelle's taking it quite leisurely. You tired, Michelle? Or it could look a little bit more explosive. Can you doing double hopper, yeah?
Yeah.
Double bounce.
Oops.
Okay, so what I want to do, turn side on, just go into, don't worry about technique, this is literally just aerobic-y, taking the hands out, or if you want to do it a bit more SkipFusion box style, you can do proper boxer footwork skills, it's up to you, but just keep on the move. Okay, so change sides for me. Don't forget guys, if you want a drink, just help yourself. Don't wait for us to stop. Okay, Michelle, if you pick up your rope, I'm just going to grab a little sip myself and go into your crosses. 1, 2. So again, guys, you could just be here. Don't need a rope, do you? I suppose it's quite handy if you're in a hotel room, you don't have a huge amount of space. You could just do it without the rope, without losing your conditioning. Means at least you've got different things to do, haven't you? So you're exercising and making use of the time and the space that you've got. That's got to be better than doing nothing, right? Do you want to showcase the complex X for me, Michelle? Where you don't stop in the middle?
Yep. Oh, I feel like I'm always going to fall over.
Very good. Okay, so rope down for me. Okay guys, this time just flick your heels back towards your bottom. So if you think about it, if you've got over 45 different skills to learn, and at the moment 4 styles of SkipFusion with another 4 to be released, can you think of how many unlimited styles of workout you can have? That's what makes SkipFusion different to most other exercise systems. It's diverse, it's versatile.
And why do people give up exercise or give up on exercise? It's because they get bored. So by having that bonus,
okay, if you pick up your rope for me.
Keeps you going.
Yep, no excuse for getting bored of SkipFusion. Right guys, this cross always looks quite fancy, this one.
I'll do the slower one for now.
You can do the slower one if you want. So the subtleties in terms of technique for each of the skills, we can go through it, you know, as we release various smaller coaching videos. So don't worry about the fact that we're not giving you a lot of description here. It's really just to give you a flavour. Okay, so this time 2 outer steps, 2 inner steps, out, out, in, in. Just 20 more seconds. Go into your nemesis, Michelle. So this next skill trick we do, not I'm going to put any pressure on Michelle. This is Michelle's nemesis, donkey.
I'll prove you wrong.
We'll see. Okay, pick up your rope. So into donkey, knee, flick back. Knee, flick back.
Oh no. There we go.
So some of the skills are a bit tricky, but you know, it's like anything. If you practice, you'll get there. How many times did you fluff the rope, Michelle?
It's timing. That's what I struggle with on this one.
Okay, rope down for me.
Oh, good.
Okay. So from here, just do a side step, one on each side, and then add your blades of fury. Hands out in front, nice and strong, not weak, with purpose. So our daughter, when we first introduced skipping to her, she used to get incredibly frustrated, didn't she? Used to get temper tantrums because she couldn't do more than 20. You ask her to do it now and you'll see in some of the videos we release, she can easily nail 200. And funny enough, she enjoys it now. Pick up your rope for me, heel tap. So do you remember at the beginning, guys, we did a heel tap there. Oh look, you can do it with the rope too. Can you do the double bounce for me, please, Michelle, just to show the lower impact option? Whoop. Okay, so rope down for me. Okay, let's take it to a box step, choose a leg, just make a square. For you, Michelle, can you just showcase a bit of a more impact option? Do 2 hops on the back, 2 steps for me. Step, hop. Notice that we don't get preoccupied or concerned with it necessarily looking pretty or coordinated. That's not what it's about.
Well, I look pretty.
It's encouraging you more to just go for it, just do something. You know, the last time I checked, nobody got fit from standing still. Just keep moving. You will pick it up, but you are going to have to do a bit of homework, right? Because you're not just going to pick up the skills. This is what makes SkipFusion different. You know, it's not just a case of copying and you're going to be able to do it. You've got to go away and practice. That's what I think makes SkipFusion addictive. Okay, pick up your rope for me. So my favorite now, side swing jumps. So the best way to remember this, 1, 2, 3, open. Watch, so 1, 2, open. If you got it, you got it. See, a lot of boxers do this in the gym. "15 seconds. Okay, rope down for me. Okay, loaded knee. Choose a leg, make yourself small. Don't change the height. Just keep that going for me. Oops. Have to be careful, the floor is a bit slippy in places. Look at my right knee, it's loaded. Same for Michelle, knee is loaded. Hands have got to go out in front. Switch legs for me, Michelle. Change to the other side. You go for it. Up the pace. Or take it off. It's your workout. Notice how I'm not changing, I'm not bobbing up and down. I keep myself loaded. Okay, little sip of water, I reckon. Grab a little sip. Michelle, showcase twister without the rope for me.
Yep.
And I'll do it with a rope, so away you go. Okay, so little 45-degree turns, guys, all right? I don't know if you can see at the moment, but I literally have sweat dripping off my nose. Ten more seconds. Okay, hamstring curl, one side only. Choose whichever leg you want, Michelle. Look at my knee, guys. Doesn't lock. Look at my left leg. Or as you look at me, my right leg. See how my toe actually lifts off the floor? That's because I want to work a bit harder. Look at my bottom, look at my heel towards my bottom. Flicks back, all right? When you're ready, Michelle, switch sides. The leg.
Slippy spot.
Pardon?
In the slippy spot.
You can't be cold now, surely.
No.
Okay guys, do you remember your heel taps? In fact, I'll do it without you. Do double heel tap with a rope. Heel tap, you know? This time do double heel tap. Twice. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh. So I got into skipping because I injured my knee a couple of years ago. Do you remember?
And then re-injured it by falling down a hole on holiday.
Yeah. So I turned to skipping because I found that it was obviously less impact than jogging, and I just found it was a really great exercise. And actually from practicing skipping, Michelle will tell you, because she used to have a rage with me, I used to take myself off and skip, didn't I, for hours at a time.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell Michelle, but that's because I had aspirations to break a world record in skipping, for endurance skipping. Good, time out, Michelle. From here, flick your heels back towards your bottom and hold your hands out in line with your shoulder. So just keep that going for me. So yeah, I practiced a lot and I broke the world record for 8 hours in endurance skipping. And just to annoy Michelle a little bit more, I decided the following year after to do the one for 12 hours. And that's really what acted as the catalyst for SkipFusion to form, really, wasn't it?
Yep. And if you do another one, I'm leaving you.
So we got 20 seconds to go. Shoulders aching?
Yep.
So if you look at Michelle, do you see how her arms bounce up and down? They shouldn't. They should be rigid. That's it. Bring your hands back a little bit more. That's it, in line with your shoulder. So we've got 10 more seconds to go. Okay guys, pick up your rope. Box and skip. Michelle, low impact. I'll do high impact. So between the different styles of SkipFusion, you've got a very versatile system. And certainly in terms of calorie expenditure, energy expenditure, there is nothing like SkipFusion. It'll get you super fit. There's things to learn. It's a great workout. Something for everybody. Good to do with the kids too. especially when you think during lockdown, they're not doing a huge amount necessarily. Gives them something a bit different to do. Okay, so rope down for me. Okay, so what I want you to do is flick your heels back towards your bottom. Do your cross, shoulder, side and front. Cross, shoulder, side and front. Cross, shoulder, side, front. If you're not sure, follow me. Cross, shoulder, side, front. Cross, shoulder, side, front. Cross, shoulder, side, front. Okay, if you pick up your rope for me, next skill trick, double mark time. So in fact, Michelle, you do it with the rope, I'll do it without the rope.
Okay.
So elbows in, bring the knees up.
Ah.
Twenty seconds. Getting tired?
Yeah. Well done for ending on this one. Ah.
Okay, time. Grab a little bit of water. Just keep your legs ticking over. Okay, just keep on the move. Sucking in the oxygen. That was a good workout, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so just take your feet a little bit wider apart. All I want to do, go into your windmills, fingertips brush the floor. You don't have to go towards the floor if you don't want to. You could do half of that, depends on your range of movement, flexibility. Just do 4 or 5 each side and change. Okay, stand still, keep your legs ticking over. Okay, just find a space, just stand still. Bring the supporting arm over before or after your elbow, pull it across your body. So, in terms of direction, Michelle's pressing against her supporting arm, so she gets a stretch here. Got it? Mm-hmm. Same thing as always, guys, 45 seconds to a minute. Let's just pretend that's time. Swap over for me. Look at Michelle's foundation, soft knees. So ideally, on this one arm straight, acts as a lever, like a clamp. And then if you place your hand on my shoulder, I'm doing that on purpose because I'm sweating a lot and I actually won't like it. Right. Just stretch the muscle on the front of your leg. You hold on to my shoulder.
I don't want to hold on to you.
So just stretch those muscles. Again, soft knee, shoulders back. Let's just pretend that's 45 seconds. Swap. Sweat off me, look, gross. Okay, do your calf stretch. Again, you can use a wall as well if you want to. Use a person.
No way.
Excuse me.
Go away.
And then change. Good, and then tricep stretch, so elbow close to your ear. And if you look at my fingertips, the idea is to push my fingertips as far down my back as I can so that I get a stretch in the back of my arm, my triceps. So Michelle, if you turn your back. So Michelle's fingers, the idea is just to inch them down further down her back. Knees are soft, just so that she gets a stretch in the back of her arm, her triceps. Swap arms for me. You can turn side on again, Michelle. And relax. Well done, guys. SkipFusion AERO.